is a Bailey Unicorn Madrid. Just going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van, you've got your jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake. We'll demonstrate these to you in person here on site. In the front locker, you have two gas bottle tie downs, and you have a gas regulator on the bulkhead. Connect the gas pipe work up to the bottle, and then connect it to your gas regulator, sorry, then up to your gas bottles. Coming down the side of the caravan, you have your wind down legs on either side of the front to stabilise the caravan while it's on site. You've then got your storage locker, two storage lockers there to that you can access. You've then got your water pump connection, which very simply pushes into the side of the van. You pull it out and push it in to connect it, drop the cap down in place to lock it in position. You've then got your pickup pipe that drops down inside the acro roll to pick the water up from in the barrel into the caravan. You do need to make sure this pipe is fully submerged prior to turning on the water pump. All the heating and hot water fluid, we'll take you through this once you go inside the van and demonstrate how that works. The motor mover, we'll talk about the site with the caravan, and we'll also demonstrate the motor mover so you can see it's working as it should. Two great pipes coming out the side of the van are very simply there to allow the water from the waste system for the two sinks and the shower to come back out the van through the caravan from the fresh water system. Then got your battery locker with your mains power lead coming into the side of the caravan, and you can disconnect the battery is just on there to demonstrate everything at the moment. That will come off before you leave site, but if you need a battery, we can supply them also. Going to the back of the caravan, you've got your toilet flush tank, which takes 3.5 litres of water and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to use. In the bottom, you have your toilet waste cassette, which you release by pulling up the orange handle and pulling the cassette towards you. The orange neck here turns out 90 degrees, tip the waste away. And on the back of the cassette, you've got an orange pressure relief button, so when you're tipping the waste away, it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. You need to put 1 litre of water in there and a cap full of the pink blue fluid prior to use. On the back of the caravan on either side, you've got a wind down leg to stabilise the caravan while it's on site, so you've got two of them on the back, one on either side. Coming down the door side, you've got your two fridge vents behind the door, which allow hot air out the back of the fridge unit and take some cool air in. Then coming down towards the front of the caravan, you've got a 3-pin socket, so you can have power out to your awning. At the front of the van, you've got a barbecue gas point and another storage locker on this side. Going on to the inside of the caravan. Underneath the seat on the front left hand side of the van, you'll actually find your main trip switches for the caravan. Just behind here, as you can see. So you've got your 12 volt fuses on the left hand side, and you've got your 240 trip switches on the right hand side. To test if you have mains power coming to the caravan, you hit the test switch, and when this switch drops down, it means there is mains power coming from the caravan site you're on into the caravan itself. If that doesn't drop down and it stays in this position, it means there is no mains power coming from the site you're on to the caravan. Once you've got that switch in the correct position, you can come underneath the seat on the opposite side, and in here down the back, it's a little bit hard to see on this particular van, but just down underneath this seat around here there'll be a yellow valve. That yellow valve is the drain down valve for the water system on the caravan. So to fill the water system up, you put the valve flat with the floor, as you've done with your previous van, and upright to drain the water system down. One other thing you need to remember is, if you're on a mains powered site, you need to have this switch on just here for the Aldi heating and hot water system to work. Once you've got that yellow valve flat with the floor, then you've got your acro roll connected on the outside. You can come over to every tap on board the caravan, and then I open them all up on the hot side of the water system. Once you've got all the taps open on the hot side of the water system, you can come to the control panel by the door and turn on your water pump switch. At that point, the water system will start filling up, and once the water system is completely full, as it is now, you can shut all of the taps back off and start thinking about warming the water on board the van. We do advise, when you finish using your caravan for your caravan after your week away or weekend away, that you drain the water system down completely. So you have all the taps open in the central position. So you put them in the central position and open them all up. And then you'll open up the yellow valve underneath the seat so it drains the system down completely. So as you come in the door on the left hand side below the main control panel, you actually see the Aldi heating and hot water control panel. Now you see you've got several options on this screen, but you hit the store reset button and it will allow you to go into the main options. First icon you see flashing here in the left hand corner is the on off switch. So you've got off or on. This will essentially turn off the heating and hot water completely or turn it on. Come across to the right and you've got your room temperature. So you've got plus or minus for your room temperature. When it's at 5 degrees, the heating is completely off. If you come across to the right again, to the tap symbol, you've got your electric or gas water heating. I'll explain how that works in a moment, the electrical gas. So you've got hot water on or hot water off. If you come across to the right again, to the gas symbol at the top here, that is hot gas on or off. So that will essentially control the gas water heating or or the gas heating on board the caravan. So you've got gas on and gas off. If it fails to ignite, it'll come up with gas fail on the screen. If I come across to the right again, you'll go to your mains power options. Then you've either got 1, 2 or 3 kilowatts of power coming into the caravan. Here on site we can run a maximum of 1 kilowatt to the audio heating and hot water control panels, so that is what we're running on now. In the top right hand corner here there is a symbol to indicate we have mains power coming into the caravan. If that symbol isn't there, then you'd need to use the gas as a power source, or if you're not connected to mains, and again you'd need to use the gas as the main power source. Down the bottom here you can see some advanced options. For these we do advise you read the manual that comes with the caravan. So that is your heating and hot water systems for the caravan. Next up is the fridge. Fridge is very simple to use. You've got your main power switch here. So you've got 240 mains and your temperature control on the right hand side here. The higher you go, well, the thicker the bar is, the colder the fridge will be. If you want to use 12 volt for the fridge, you can select the 12 volt mode just here, and the fridge will will then work when you connect to the car as a cool box as you are travelling down the road. At the bottom here, you've got your option to run gas. If you want to run gas, you put the valve to the bottom, press in the temperature control and hit the igniter at the same time. Once the fridge ignites on gas, this little red line here will come round into the green, and you continue to hold down the gas valve for a further 5 to 10 seconds. And when you release it, if that red line stays in the green, it means the fridge has ignited and is working as it should. To turn the fridge off, you'll turn the power supply back to the top here and it will isolate the power supply to the fridge. Hob, grill and oven, or very much like your household appliances. Gas rings only on this particular van, so you've got your igniter on the front, and that also works for the hob, grill and oven as well. Microwave, again, works very much the same as your household appliance, no difference at all there. Control it with the buttons on the front, and there will be a manual for it in the book pack just there. At the front of the caravan, to set the beds up, you very simply pull the central bar out here, underneath here, pull it out from the side in this particular van, pull them both out from the sides, on either side, then you'll use the cushions to make the actual bed up itself. The bed here at the back, at the back of the van, you actually make up with the table that's in the centre here. That will drop down into the centre, and that will allow you to make the bed up, and the fold out bunk simply folds out from the back there, and then the actual window support just clips onto these tabs on either side. Last thing we go through on this particular caravan is the toilet system in the bathroom. The toilet has an electric flush on top of the toilet, just here. You have a toilet full indicator light that illuminates red when the toilet waste cassette is completely full. The toilet seat itself turns for your convenience, as you can see. However, when you're removing the toilet waste cassette from underneath the caravan, you do need to make sure it's in the straight on position. Below the toilet, you'll actually see the grey waste handle. Now when you're using the toilet, the grey waste handle needs to be pushed across to the right hand side here to allow the waste into the cassette under the van. When you finish using the toilet, put it back in the central position here, and that will stop any smells coming back up inside the van. It will also allow you, when this handle is in the centre, to remove the toilet waste cassette from underneath the van. One other thing to note on this particular caravan, with the audio heating, these tail rails do hold a lot of heat even when they're turned off, so please be aware of that, especially if you've got little ones in the van. So So that is the Bailey Unicorn Madrid. If you have any further questions on the van, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'd be more than happy to help. We appreciate your business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon. Thank you again. Bye bye.